So here we are at Abertiro bus stop. I used to catch a bus from here every single day when I was a kid. One day, the bus was late, and me and a few boys decided to walk to school, and I had an absolute rollicking for that, and rightly so. And when I was walking to school, I knew what was coming from my mother, because I knew it wasn't safe. Well, Caerphilly County Borough Council are making that a reality for all the kids from Abertiro, because they have cut the school transport. There will be no buses, they have to walk. A route that they have said is safe. A 45-minute walk, 2 miles down the road, what we call a stretch. It's got one pavement on one side of the road, and near 100 kids walking down there? On a 40-mile-per-hour road as well. Or worse still, they'd walk down the cycle track that we call the line. It's an absolute joke to call that safe. Just recently, someone was actually on camera, recorded, trying to stab someone down there. We won't even talk about all the other stuff that have happened down there over the years. Adults wouldn't want to walk down the line at 7:30 in the morning in the winter. They're expecting kids to. And I've took a bit of stick for interviewing politicians and councillors on my channel. People saying, Flook, what are you doing? They're all the same. I was actually trying to bridge the gap maybe between us and them and asking the questions. Seriously, after this, what is the point? I interviewed the leader of the council on this channel, and I was respectful, and I asked him questions such as, why is the council tax rising 6.25%? Well, why is that council tax rising then? Because if they can cut services like this, but fund 45 million projects, which no one asked for, and how worrying is it as well, that all of these councillors meet up and go into a room and decide to cut services like this one? Why is it that these people get to make decisions with our money? We pay council tax, and they make these decisions with our money. Even more worrying, these people meet up, these councillors, probably on a handsome wage. They walk in to a nice warm room in some offices somewhere with a nice cup of coffee, sit down, and they decide that they're going to make kids walk 4 miles a day in the cold and the rain. And then they leave that warm room with a nice cup of coffee from Costa, and they leave that room with their conscience still intact. What I would say to these councillors is, next time you have your meeting in your warm room with your cup of coffee, you walk 2 miles in the winter, in the rain, in the cold, down the line. You then have your meeting and you walk back another 2 miles, and then you can decide whether you want to make kids do the same thing. When I interviewed the leader of the council on this channel, I heard that the comms team were kicking off. The comms team. Maybe because they were worried that their image was going to be presented in a way that they didn't want it to. Maybe they were worried that someone else was going to report on them, maybe someone else other than the Caerphilly Observer. I think the comms team were worried I was going to make some stupid viral video. I wasn't doing it for that, but maybe this one should be shared around, because that's the only thing clearly they care about is their image. This will be public humiliation for them. Well, comms team, I know you're watching now, and the message is clear from us, from me, and from the people of Abertiro especially.